Hello everyone, this is Akash
And this is Gazi Masud.
and we are your host. Actually, we're two friends. We have, for a long time, we have been thinking about starting a podcast, but we were not taking actions because as we are international students in South Korea, it's very tough for us to manage time and manage time for making videos or making podcasts because we have to do kind of full-time job so that we can make our living in here in Korea to support our education. So we have thought about it a lot, but now we don't really have script, but we just started because my friend Masud and I believe that actions are better than just theoretical knowledge. So we just started. What do you
Yeah,
think? What do you
absolutely.
say?
Yeah, absolutely. And we really planned about we getting started, and we really didn't do before because I give you proposal to that to do something or start something. Just start it. I just said to you, but we were too busy with our work and our study and a lot of stuff. So that was really difficult to start it. But right now, we just clear that we're gonna do, and we're gonna start it right here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually feeling very excited because I do have some plans about not I would use the subject we because now we're both partners. So we both have very good and interesting plans about our podcast. Uh, yeah. So
Yeah, absolutely. Because uh, We we just wanted to make a little bit different. We're gonna do deep dive on that because you can watch tons of video about comes as international student in a different countries, but we're gonna deep dive on what happened after coming here. So this is gonna be an interesting part because no one's really clear about that. What is the life of an international student? Probably we're gonna uncover this hidden secret.
yeah, right. That's what I'm looking forward to because on the internet, when people search for information, like how they can come to Korea, but I think there is a lack of information on how do they actually survive here because there are many people who are misspreading knowledge, misspreading information. Like, uh, like for example, uh, probably 2 days ago, on the Facebook group of the students in South Korea, which is a very big group and very active group. So someone was asking that can I really support my education by doing job in Korea? And I saw that most of the people who live here and who actually pay their tuition free from their salary, they were just replying them, no, you cannot absolutely do that. You can't do that. Like they were just denying him of the opportunity. But in the real scenario, everyone is paying their tuition fee by working. So I think people misspread information a lot because I don't know what's the reason. Could be like sometimes some of the people who just don't want others to do good. Like there's a philosophy about it. Like you, mm, a person only wants someone to do better to an extent that he does not do better than them. Okay, I wish well for you, but don't go do too much at a point where you're better than me. So probably that.
Yeah, I am. This might be a reason. Do you think this is the problem of Bangladeshi people or all over the world? What do you think?
Well, I think that uh, if you generalize all this, I think the problem is more serious in Bangladesh because everything starts with the mindset, right? So I think our culturally, we are a bit uh we have a little bit of jealousy, and then we don't like to see some other people progressing in their life. We tend to like strip off them their motivation, their path of development, you know. So I think this is the problem. The problem is very serious in our country. I wouldn't deny that you wouldn't see the problem in the developed country. These countries have problems as well, but I think in Bangladesh the problem is more severe.
Well, okay, this might be the reason because everyone is they don't have the really clear path of what to do. They have tons of free time, and in their free time, they're just thinking about others, what they're gonna do. This might be the case because if you look at the other world, who their countries are developed, they are working on themselves. How can they improve? And what is the businesses or opportunities comes they just they want to take it on. So I think tons of time and no clear goals or paths leads this kind of thinking for Bangladeshi people, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely right. Because as they say, idle minds are the home of the devil, you know? Because when you're
Yeah,
idle,
yeah.
when you don't have anything important to do, um, you tend to think about what others are doing, you know?
Yeah.
So
So how we could able to get out of it? Do you have you ever think that why we are like this? We should have progress this kind of thing, these kind of situations. Have you
I
ever
think that,
thought about it?
oh, yeah, right. I have absolutely thought about it before, because I think that in our country, you know,
Mhm.
I wouldn't only blame the government uh, because okay, so our education system, first of all, it is ruined, and because of the GPA 5 system and everything, there's even if you don't even talk about the schools or colleges, if we talk about the universities, you see that universities they only teach you theoretical knowledge, and then since I'm also from the University of Dhaka, I have seen the environment there is really BCS related. Like everyone is studying BCS syllabus from their first year. They're not really actually trying to apply their knowledge into research or trying to create something new. So I think why did I bring this point? Because I think uh, people are slave minded. They are not creative in my country. They are not creative or entrepreneurial, trying to uh, have their new own idea and trying to have make new businesses, make job places for other people, job opportunities. So I think there are not really much job opportunities in my country. People are mostly unemployed. And I think since they're unemployed, since they have nothing else better to do, they're actually doing the most.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
is
you get it?
in Bangladesh, politics is the industry. Where
It
people
is.
just do they are making they are making living from politics. They are join the parties or something like that. So what is the difference between Dhaka University as you are coming from and studying right now in Daejeon University, South Korea? What is the major differences between them?
Well, if we talk about major differences, uh, first of all, First of all, as you said, politics, there's no student politics or any sort of politics in my campus. So it's politically free. Nobody cares what political party you support in Korea. So, and there is no another major difference is uh, there is no hierarchy between students. This type of culture you cannot find here. Everyone is same. Even professors are smoking together with students, so everyone is friendly. But in my Bangladesh, I think this culture needs to be changed. And there are other differences if we talk about like uh, the study system here. Here they actually try and teach you stuff that you're actually that is actually needed in the real market, and make you ready for the whatever. I don't want to lie.
Okay, I got it. I got the point. But if you talk about educations, do you think college or university educations really helped for your professional life? Do you really think, as you are doing BBA, so BBA is kind of a scamming kind of thing. You know, I think everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. What do you think? Another question is that for you is, uh, have you ever planned to go back to Bangladesh or something? Or what about your future plan?
Well, I'll answer you one by one. So
Mhm.
since you said everyone knows BBA is a scam, I think they know it
Yeah,
right. BBA
yeah.
is actually a scam because there is nothing to, I wouldn't say nothing, but mostly every course is designed to teach you the most common things, like the common sense is packed up in a fancy suit and they're selling it to you with a fancy name. And there's the price tag is very expensive. So I think BBA is basically kind of somewhat a scam because there's nothing to learn and apply if it isn't a modern course, because it's a very old course, you know, that BBA. If you modernize it, like there are some new courses which are industry recognized being course, like digital marketing, or there are new phenomena like uh, HRM. These things actually apply to the real world, but mostly there are theories and piles of books and contents and same thing. Yeah. And the second question, he said, have I ever thought about going back to Bangladesh? Well,
Mhm.
God forgive me, I've never thought about going back to my country again, because if I really wanted to stay there, I had probably the best opportunity since I studied in University of Dhaka. So I think it was I had already the best opportunity to make my career through politics or BCS or anything. And you know that this both of these two paths only leads to corruption and haram income and everything. So I left that path already. I don't want to go in Bangladesh because I don't think there's anything left there for me except for my family. That's different. So yeah, my future plan, well, you you'll see.
Okay, I got it.
What about
But
you? I
Yeah,
think
I the same. Basically, no, everyone are planning never go to Bangladesh again. I guess so. Whoever comes as international student, not only for Korea but also other countries, they never go get back ever. I think so. There's the same situations happened to other students also, and they think about it because when you at Bangladesh, you knows the situations and the country's politics, bad politics, and so on. But when you comes in a developed countries, there peace and everyone doing really great. So there is a no, there is a really less chances they will get back to Bangladesh, I guess. But if you think about the religious view, whoever more religious, I think there might be exceptional for them. In some people probably, but mostly they never planned to get back to Bangladesh, I guess. Anyway, so as we talk to uh, about university, so I think it's worth paying $29 a month to Coursera or Udemy to get a better courses than at university, right? So as you say that BBA is a completely scam and never helped with the professional life or something. So I think anyone who are doing university or college student, they should have uh, courses on online, whatever the courses they want, they can get from YouTube or Coursera or whatever. Do you have any plan to what are the best courses you can get from Coursera or something? Our university also talked about it. Your microphone is off. Okay, can you turn in?
Oh, sure. Sorry. I think it,
Mm,
it actually depends on what industry you'd like to
mm,
dive into. So, yeah, it depends on what industry or what sort of skill set you have, what sort of interest do you have. So, if you, for example, like if you have interest in AI automation like me, then sure, you
mm,
probably should go to Coursera or to Udemy or other platforms. But I would prefer
mm,
Coursera because you can actually, um, well, this is not a promotion of Coursera, but you can actually get subscription in Coursera, and if you do complete a course from there, they'll actually give you a certificate which you can add to your LinkedIn profile. So this is the pro. So as I said, it depends on what sort of interest you have. You can decide upon that which course you want to
Yeah,
learn.
absolutely. Another thing is that people might ask about it. Why should we go to Coursera instead of YouTube? Because YouTube has tons of video resources. There might be better courses or better videos on YouTube. So why should we buy Coursera? There might be questions, I guess.
As we all know that YouTube is a free platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, we see that. Give me a second, please. I need to change my light. Okay, sorry. So YouTube is a open platform, right? But most of the time, the gurus, so-called gurus and the
Mm-hmm.
professionals, they come to the YouTube and they're actually trying to sell their products, right? So you'll see that they have a premium course and they also have free course on YouTube. I think, what was your question again? Sorry.
The question was why should we buy courses from Coursera instead of YouTube because YouTube has tons of videos, whatever the topic is, you can get. So, uh, my some people might thought about they should not pay $29 a month. They can get
Right,
free videos on YouTube. Yeah.
right. I get that. Uh, I think that's totally justified because
Mm-hmm.
it's, the question is actually wrong because why should we buy from Coursera? I don't think you should buy from Coursera instead of
Mm-hmm.
watching videos in YouTube. I think it's just preference, right? If you think that having a certificate is a pro for your profile, then you can actually buy the course. Otherwise, if you think that you can save your money, you want to save your money, you can watch videos in YouTube because YouTube has a lot of good contents. Actually, they have good learning materials. And I think if anyone tries their s- their best, they can learn from anywhere. And YouTube is a very good platform for learning. So
Yeah, another interesting point is that if you the AI is dramatically developed right now, so we have tons of tools and techniques and so on. So there is a tool called Google AI Studio. If you go or logging out there and you can share your screen, what's the problem if you just tell to it and it can directly communicate with you and give you solutions to you. So do you think that these kind of tools can replace teaching method or courses or something? What do you think about it? So as we can communications with the tools live, as you know, there is other Gemini and so on.
Oh, I absolutely think that AI can do such things because every
Hmm.
day there are new things coming. So you never know what's coming for you next. So
Hmm.
the industry, AI automation industry is getting bigger and bigger every day. People are making use of it. Like the use of it is getting increased. So I think that it can actually replace this sort of things in future.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I think so. Yeah. The AI could be uh, biggest thing. And Elon Musk also and other industry leader, they are also fighting about it because AI is over perfumed of human. So there is a tons of things might be automated, or there are tons of jobs gonna be gone totally. So what do you think about it? What should you study right now or something? And how do you prepare yourself in the era of AI? Because AI is coming, and what gonna be your attitude from this kind of thing right now?
Well, AI is
Mm-hmm.
already diminishing jobs. Like the basic, I think the most problem, the most um, I think the biggest problem that people have is that we don't have much skill, or we don't try to learn a skill thoroughly. We just do it. We just do the basic stuff, and we think we're the expert, but we're actually not. So I think that people who have basic knowledge about these and that, I think they're going to be replaced. But if you are an expert on one thing, I don't think I think it would be very difficult for AI to replace you. So my approach, I think, uh, oh yeah, as you can see that the SEO in digital marketing, it was actually a very big industry, but you can see that it is almost vanishing because of AI. So yeah, there are so much other industries as well. They're going out of work. So my approach, if you ask for my approach, I think that people right now, it's best time to learn about AI tools and at least master one AI tool and prepare yourself for the next generation of AI.
Yeah, right. That's right. And this is what I also exploring about it because um whoever are entrepreneurial mindset are they gonna be a decision maker. They can be much more safer positions because right now you can make your ideas into a product very easily because vibe coding and the and so on are there is a I actually are living in on abundance because whatever comes on mind you can make very easily right now. So this is why people are saying that especially whoever uh, in technologies like Sam Altman, Elon Musk, they are saying that a decision maker is gonna win if you prepare yourself right now, thinking about the problems and you just wanna solve. So this is gonna be the best things to do because everything is easier. You can make sure just you are familiar with the tools and just implement with that. So if you're preparing for jobs, I think there's gonna be difficult to survive because if you're a decision maker of a company, you can fire them up, but no one can fire you because you are the decision maker. So this is mindset gonna be more valuable in the future and problem
Yeah,
solving as well.
yeah. The entrepreneur mindset is basically important at this moment right now. So, um, I
Do you
forgot
want
my
to do,
yeah.
do you want to go for a job or something? How do you prepare yourself? You
Well, personally, I think at first, do I want to? No, I don't. But personally, I will have to go for a job because since I'm from Bangladesh, so to be able to, uh, I do want to start my own business. But beside that, I will also need to be able to acquire a job because I want a practical, hands-on experience on the industry. I think it would be also better for me to be a better leader in future, to be a better business owner. I think that's why I need the experience from the job field as well. And another most crucial reason is that if I want to sustain for the long run in a foreign country, I think I need to have a permanent residence visa. So for that, at first I would need to be in a sponsored job situation. You already know that, right? So that I can,
yeah.
in the long run, I can get the passport and everything. But that's not my job. Is not really my life goal. I want to be a business owner. I want to run my own business. We'll also reveal about that in our podcast later. So, but a generalized answer would be that.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
about
that's
what
right.
about
So
you?
I also have the plan to starting my business, and I also working on tons of projects, my side projects, and so on. I'm just working on that. But I don't have to do job for my rest of my life. I just probably I will have a job to acquire knowledge how a company works. Probably, I am not sure, but if my side hustles and my projects works really well, probably I will not because
Okay.
what is your daily routine in Korea? Is it very tough or because you have to maintain your study and then your job and so on? What is your basically daily routine?
Well, if you ask if it's tough, at first it used to be tough, but then we get used to it. You already know that. I will try to tell you, lecture you, but yeah, it is actually tough because of in my country when I used to stay in Bangladesh, I have never even pour a glass of water and drink it. I have always been like this, Mom, give me water. I've always been that son. But then I have to come to Korea and everything changed 180 degree. Like I had to do everything on my own, but the freedom, the freedom part is good. Like there is no one to tell you what to do. But then again, the pressure of maintaining study, and the pressure of earning the tuition fee, and the earning of living costs. I think the pressure could be very overwhelming at first, but I think after 6 months, when you actually understand how to manage it, when you actually get a stable job, I think it gets, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it gets less difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, we tended to maintain everything because at first it's difficult and then it became easier. Right. So when I just come in Korea and then I got a job at a burger shop and I went for work and I
Yeah,
have to stand up.
you were probably the first person to get a job in our friend group. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I
congratulations.
yeah, I went to job and I stand up around 10 hours or more than 10 hours. So, and I was totally disappointed that is this life? I just stand up whole time. There is no space to just sit down. I just wanted to sit down. I ever think that what the hell the life is right now. So it was really difficult. The job wasn't really difficult, but because
But for
I
you,
was the very first, yeah.
yeah, for you to accept that situation, like coming up from Bangladesh and then suddenly everything. So it was very, I get it.
Yeah, and I never been a disciplined person. So I have to wake up at the same time, go to job at the same time. So that was really difficult moment for the first 6 months or 1 year because we have to adapt the whole situation. But right now, if we have a day off, as you know that one friend have day off, and there is no one to chat or meet with each other. So if we get a day off, there is nothing to enjoy, right? Right? So
Yeah.
day off is basically not enjoyable in Korea because you are just alone. Yeah.
Yeah, because there is no social life. You only work and then you only go to school. And when you go to school, you actually meet your friends, and it's a better experience than working. But in the vacation, it's basically very saddening because your holiday and your friend's holiday doesn't match. So you cannot meet with anyone. You cannot see their face. I think we are basically living the typical working class phenomenon, like alienated from the very self-fulfillment and uh yeah. But I think we're due for a big win if we keep doing our work and keep doing our projects like we're doing. I hope that we'll we'll thrive, inshallah.
Yeah, absolutely.
What
I
about you?
also believed it.
Are you excited?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really excited about future because we are getting the pressure because it's a preparation for the future, right? So the more pressure you get, the future become easier. So there is a code, probably I don't know the exact code. Uh, at first it become so harder and then it's become makes you stronger or something. I forget the exact code, but
Right.
this is a real deal, yeah.
Yeah, right. Like the iron, like uh the the iron which gets more the most pressure, it becomes the most strong. So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's it.
Yeah, that's right. Mm. So, so I have a question that when you come in Korea, so I think every student struggled with for first 6 months. How do you maintain that first 6 month financially or getting a job or something? So how do you maintain your study as well? Because when we come in Korea, we are in English track, but we have a huge program on Korean languages, so it doesn't really match. So I was totally shocked about it because we have Korean language classes and so on. So they are prioritizing more on Korean languages. So how do you adapt with that?
Well, I wouldn't say that I have adapted very fast. I think I no, I don't think I know. I already know because I have already experienced it. So I have struggled a lot, and I think you can also relate because I
Yeah.
had seen you. You have also struggled a lot. So at first, but my university actually helped me to lessen that stress because when I first came here, I met with the international officer, Mr. Kenneth, and I actually told him that he was actually talking about jobs and everything. So I actually had the opportunity, and I told him right then and there that if you have another opportunity for a job, you can tell me. And he actually called me after a week, said that he actually had a job. So the 사장님, we call 사장님 in Korean for the viewers. 사장님 means owner of a company or business. So he said that 사장님 was his friend, and he was a boss of a warehouse, and there was a job there. So he gave me a weekend job. So in Korea, if you work for only 8 days, like 2 days in a week, 8 days in a month, you can make your living. Like you can actually support yourself, not the tuition fee, but your food costs and living costs and all. So he gave me that job, and on the first week, so I didn't have to worry about my living, and I had to worry about my tuition fee, but it was 6 months later. So I have also changed my job then and there and here and there, doing odd jobs. I've also, mm, oh, you're also together, right? We went to the
Yeah.
Tech Bay, the loading
Thing.
unloading job. Oh
Yeah.
wow, I think this was the most bitter
The-
experience in my life. Uh,
there
yeah,
was crazy
is
moment. Yeah.
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 I want to
Yeah.
hear from you.
Well,
How was the
yeah.
experience of Tech Bay?
Yeah. Experience was absolutely bitter because, but there was really fun because we remember together because how hard it was. And
Yeah,
there was when we just go to Take there was a festival called Chuseok, maybe Chuseok. So in the Chuseok, there was too busy. So we friend maybe more than 10 friends went together and we got at first when we saw the whole factory, it's called factory maybe. So we was really
warehouse,
Warehouse, yeah.
right?
When we just saw that, and one of my friends was really happy to see that because how big it was, and we just will work here, and he said that we will come to work every day here, and
Really?
and then the most fascinating part is that when just we start working after 15 minutes, and we cannot do that, and we just do Toba. It is just totally we just did Toba that we never get back in this kind of job
And we actually
again.
never went back. It was the first and the last.
Uh,
So
And there is called Goshians. So we uh, rented a house. It's called Gushians, our friends. So we met at evening together at a kitchen room, and we just meet each other. But there, after coming back, we never meet 7 days each other. So everyone was totally tired, and they cannot
devastated.
get up from the yeah. So that was absolutely amazing moment we could say, but that was
Yeah,
absolutely painful.
yeah. Even though it was painful, of course, but you can also say it was wonderful because it's a memorable experience. And then there's another point, like when people go to war together, like band of brothers, when they go to war and they suffer the 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 ferocity of the war, and then when they come back alive, I think they become the closest friends ever, like brothers. Like if you and your brother suffer together, I think uh, it actually tightens your bond. So I think that phenomenon actually happened to us, like after we don't you think that, like after
Yeah,
we have
absolutely.
suffered
Uh,
together,
this the, this is
like
true because when we just come in Korea and we stayed for 1 month at Goshen's, so all friends together. Definitely we suffer because we are looking for a job at that time, and we are thinking of how could we manage our life in Korea because everyone was totally new how to adapt with the new culture or new situations. So we definitely suffered a lot, but that 1 month was so memorable because we meet together. Everyone has the same purpose. We will get a job.
Yeah,
So that
right.
was really amazing moment. Definitely was painful, but at the same time, it was absolutely amazing time
You
because
you
we
see,
hang around together.
that is the beauty of life. What you actually the most memorable, the most fun experiences and memories are when you suffer together. Like why? Because when we are suffering together, our goal our goals was aligned, first of all. Like our goal was to get a job. Everyone's goal is aligned and everyone's suffering is aligned, and we can understand each other so much better. Like
Yes.
if someone is hungry, if someone doesn't have money, we can actually understand each other, we can relate to each other because we're going through the same situation. But after that it changes because someone gets job and someone doesn't, and then someone gets job later. So after that it changes. But those moments or those phases in life are very important, I
Yeah,
think.
so if you tell me what's the beautiful moment in Korea as international student, I could say there was 1 month we stayed together. That was the most beautiful moment as international student because friends together, suffer together, enjoy together. So that was really amazing moment.
So
So
I
what
have
about
a
you? You was other part of the community. I know. So what was your beautiful moment in Korea and the worst moment in Korea?
beautiful moment. Well, there are many beautiful moments. But I think not moment. I think if you tell me that, if you ask me what was my beautiful understanding of myself, like I think at first when since I have never for a day in my life worked in Bangladesh. My first job, my first working experience was in Korea. So when I got my first job, and after 1 month, the day I got paid, it was probably it was probably not probably, it was 400,000 Korean won, which is roughly around 35,000 in Bangladeshi taka. So when I got my first salary, it was a beautiful experience, even though I get paid a lot higher than that right now. But that little money, I think, was the best experience for me because it told me that I actually mattered. Like, oh, well, I can actually give value to something, I can actually do something of worth, and I can actually get paid for it. I can actually get something, um, I can actually receive something from it. So it was a beautiful and memorable experience for me. And if you talk about bitter experience, oh, I have a lot. I cannot even tell you one by one. It would take long hours.
Just tell
If
us one
tell
story.
you one, well, it is one of the most tragic, probably the most tragic scenario in my life because I had to pay a fine of 3.5 million of Korean on to the immigration last year. So it was yeah, I had to do it from my savings. It's almost like three point 320,000 Bangladeshi taka. So it was a lot because I had to do it. I had to give it from my savings.
Can
So
you tell us or
in
it's
details,
secret because
why? No,
yeah
it's not a
because
secret.
it's so everyone's might be helpful. Everyone's for everyone it would be helpful if you unravel that.
Right. So I made a mistake, and I didn't do any crime, but like I had to. I lost my ID card, so I had to replace it. But since I already stay in my apartment, which is given by my company that I'm working with, that's why I didn't have a house on my name. So that's why I had to make a contract paper from a landlady who was very keen to me. And I called her and said that I need to make a contract paper of your house that I stay here, but I don't actually stay there. So this was a false information, and I had to lie about it to the immigration that I stayed there, but I actually didn't. So the crime was that I lied to the immigration and I gave them false document. So that's why when I went to extend my visa, they caught me. They literally caught me red-handed. Said that, oh well, do you? I went there and the lady, she asked me, do you live there? I said yes, of course. I was very confident, even though I didn't. And then she said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Of course, I'm sure." And then she didn't say a word. She didn't say anything. Because why? Because they already had proof that I don't live there. They know everything. Like they know literally everything. Why? Because the house that I have made false document about that I actually live there. The house, the person that were living in that house already, he was he had many cases in his name, many uh, filed cases in his name, and even immigration went there to investigate physically to his room. Even they have everything on him, every his picture and the room picture, even the bedroom, the pillow, and everything they had. And I was telling them I live there. So the lady, she took me to the fourth floor. Okay, so she took me to the fourth floor. I thought, okay, maybe I have already proved that I live there. She wouldn't, since she didn't say me anything. So I thought that okay, maybe she's going to give my visa right now. That's why she's taking me to the fourth floor. So when I went to the fourth floor, I saw the banner and it said Immigration Offense Act investigation. And I was shocked that where am I going? Why are they taking me to the Immigration Offense Act? And then I had nothing else. I couldn't do anything. So I went there, and the lady, she she printed the paper where she also asked me to live there. I said yes, because I still didn't know that they know everything. I thought maybe they're doing regular investigation if I live there or anything. She asked me, "Are you sure you live there? Which floor do you live in?" I said, "I live in the base floor." She says, in that trust me, in that house there is no room in the base floor. And you are saying that you live in the base floor. So she showed me pictures of everything, the pictures of the whole house. That would see this person. He was also a Bangladesh. The person, the culprit that lives there. So and she showed me that this person lives here for 2 years. And we actually went there for an investigation 2 months earlier. And she showed me picture of the room and everything. Then she asked me, "How do you live there for 1 year? How is it possible? This man is living there for 2 years." Well, I was caught in a lie red-handed, so I just had to confess that, oh well, I don't actually live there. Since I'm a student, I don't have enough money to have a contract on my name, even though I did. But since I live in the company's apartment, I didn't need a house, so that's why I didn't. So it was my fault. And yeah, I was caught red-handed. And then, what she told me, that, oh, okay, you have lied to the immigration, which is a very serious crime. You have to leave Korea. She literally told me cold-blooded that you have to leave Korea. There's nothing else we can do. You have 한국어 나가야 돼요. She literally said me this. You have to leave Korea. I was, man, I can't even. She told me this, and for 2 hours, she told me to wait. And I waited 2 hours, having listened to that decision that I have to leave Korea. And there was no discussion. He said, wait 2 hours. We have processing and everything. So I thought that, oh, well, it has all come to this now. I have probably have to leave Korea. I was planning what I'll do if I have to go back to Bangladesh. So then Then I have requested a lot. Since yes, I've requested a lot. I cannot leave Korea. It's not how is it possible? Like it will ruin my life. I have been studying for 2 years, and if I have to leave now, I cannot start from the scratch. So it will be very difficult for me. I've requested a lot and everything. And since my Korean was also good, since my Korean was good, I think that's why they're also talking about, oh, his Korean is also good, his grades are good. They're also actually talking about this, and I listen. So that's why they considered out of, and since it was my first mistake, if it is your first crime, then they actually give you a chance in most cases, and in my case as well. So they told me that okay, you have to pay a fine of 5 million on, which is roughly around four point, yeah, roughly around 4 lakhs BDT. So I said
Yeah,
that you have to consider it and everything, and then blah blah blah. Then I had to pay fine for 3.5 million, and that was the most.
there was, yeah, absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying story. But for me, we just got a penalty when just we arrived because it was very tough for us because we just arrived and we got a penalty. There was three of my friends. We uh, took a room in Seoul. Basically, we changed our address to Gushan to another places. So the Korean rule is if you change your address, you have to let them know to immigrations that you have changed your address. So we didn't do. We
Yeah,
even didn't know about it. So we just changed our address and we're living there. Uh, and all of a sudden, there is a big brother who says that about the rules, and we was totally shocked because you have to do within 15 days, and we have passed already 1 month, and we didn't let them know we have changed our address. And then when we contact to areas where it has been conducted or or do, so they said that you have to go to immigrations, and we three of our friends we went to immigrations, and they checked them out. You didn't let us know, and you have to uh, pay fine for maybe five 5 lakh or 1 millions. So we just absolutely cried because we don't have any jobs. We just arrived and we got a penalty as well. So what to do?
yeah,
How do we manage with that? And we requested a lot because we just come and we don't have job or something, and they reduce the penalty. They just probably 3 lakhs penalty is around at that time it was probably 25,000 BDT. So we just arrived and got a penalty. It was a little bit of frustrating.
yeah. Of course it was, because even though my penalty was big, I didn't actually thought about it much because I had a little bit of saved money. But I can understand your situation that since we have just arrived to Korea, and even 5 lakhs of Korean won is a big amount. Like, yeah, emotionally it's big because the pressure. We since we didn't have job, I can understand.
Yeah, and another thing is that when we just changed our address and came to Seoul, there was winter comes. So the house owner says that you have to turn on the heater all the time because otherwise
The
you
water
cannot
gets
get
frozen.
water
Yeah, yeah.
frozen. Yeah, yeah. So you cannot take shower or this and as they said, and we just hear him and we turn on the heater all the time. And when we get our gas bill, so we are totally shocked because the gas bill was 2 lakh Korean won at that time. So we just literally disappointed because just we gave the penalty and we got 2 lakhs of gas bill and we have also electricity bill as well. So For 1 month, we have to pay probably around 2.5 lakh Korean won for just gas bill and electricity bill. So it was also shocking because we already paid 25,000 BDT, and we have to also pay gas bill uh, 25,000 almost. So that was really difficult situation, and we don't have any job as well. So there was a wealthy friend who just called to his family and bought money from Bangladesh. So we was really in trouble that time because coming after coming, everyone is
Yeah,
suffering, no jobs and you have
yeah,
to pay the tuition
and
fees.
yeah,
Tuition fees is coming on, and you are getting penalty. You are getting
yeah.
gas
On
bill.
top of
You
that,
have
you're
to,
getting penalties. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like it's
So
like
that.
it's like forgive me, Lord, for I have sinned. Have mercy
Yeah,
on us.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, that was the moment we were coming up and we have passed. Right now is become very easier.
Yeah, it gets easier over time. I think everything in life gets easier over time. If you give it time, everything will sort out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's a very
Right now is
open,
one. Yeah,
right now.
right now is almost 1:30 a.m. We have to go to university tomorrow.
Yeah, we have to go to university tomorrow, and it takes up to 2 hour, 2 hour and 30 minutes from my place, and our class is at 10 a.m. So we have to wake up at least at 6:30, six, and it's already now 1:25.
Mm,
Probably
But you are in a better position. But what about me? I have to wake up. I have to go for university uh 5:30, and it takes
5:30.
yeah, it takes 3 hours, more
Three.
than 3 hours, probably. Yeah, so we have to change the bus or 3 hours of traveling and wake up very early. So it's very hard to do that, but we used to do that.
Yeah, when you
What?
nobody
Oh,
nobody is used to do the hard things, but everyone everyone makes a habit of it when it's needed.
yeah, that's right. That's right. So why do you live in very far away from university?
Well, you already know the answer, but for the audience, I would say my university is in another city, which is called Puchon, and I live in Seoul because there are better job opportunities in Seoul. There's actually no opportunity for student in Puchon. There are factories and everything, but factories working in factories are illegal. They don't give you a work permit, so it's very risky if you work there. So that's why I had to move to Seoul, and after coming to Seoul, I found a job, and I have been doing it for almost 2 years now. So I'm actually I wouldn't say I'm fulfilled. I feel fulfillment, but I would say that well, it's okay. I'm really good at my job, but being really good at something doesn't mean actually you love to do it, or in the long run you do it. Because I wouldn't. But my job is stress free, even though it's busy, but it's stress free. That's what I like about my job.
Yeah, that's right. Because I also joined your company recently,
Yeah.
and you are the king of your company, so everyone knows about you. So if someone came and uh, who just tell that where are you from, I just say that Bangladesh, and they said, "Do you know Akash?" Then, yes, of course, he is my friend, and so everyone, literally everyone knows you. So there is a moment I am working in other branch, as you know, that there is a no girl work there. So everyone is a man or boy work. So We and one of my friends also joined in the same branch. So we are working there. And uh, there is a girl just came. There is a girl one day came. I just meet with for the first day. So I just meet to her. And as I am not good at Korean language, so she just tell me hello, and I also she's hello. So we just talk each other, and I just and all of a sudden she said, do you know Akash? Yeah, I said yes. I know. He's my friend, and I in my mind I just till that Akash is already closed the chapter.
What's that? What's her name?
uh, Her name was Sejong. It's
Oh,
exactly like Sejong King. Yeah,
Sejong. Yes. I know
yeah,
Sejong because I have worked with Sejong probably, um, not probably, I have worked together like 7 months. Yeah. But yeah, let's not talk about her.
yeah. Uh, Anyway, so also. Okay, you can do
No, no, no.
yeah, that's fine. But uh is having a smoke in Korea is just like a more than fashion, I guess. Even people just have it as a fashions, not as a addicted with smoke. What do you think?
Fashion?
I guess the
Well, I don't think it's uh in a sense a fashion, but I think it's more cultural. Like, I think when because in Korea, you know that every young boy have to go to the goes for compulsory military service, right? So
yeah
that phase in Korean culture, in that since I have so many young brothers, Korean, and some three of them went to went to military service, but before going there, I we actually met. So I'm hearing from them that in Korean culture, if a boy goes to the military service and he does the service, training and everything, but he goes a boy and then he comes as a man. So it's the process of becoming a man in Korean culture. So
mm,
and after that, mm, not everyone, but most fathers tend to sit with their boy and say that, oh, you have become a man, and they share a drink together. Like it's very normal in Korea to have drink with your father and family and everything. But in our, in the sense of our country, um, it's very, we can't really accept such since it's also
yeah
haram and everything. Yeah, we can't even imagine drinking with our father alcohol. So, so I think it's very normal for them to have smoke. They don't really care if you are more than 18 years old. Well, basically, it's 19 in Korea, the legal age for smoking. But the Korean age system is a bit weird in all that. I don't want to comment on
yeah.
that because you're
Can
yeah
can
big
can
yeah
can
right.
can you explain it? Can you explain
Oh
it?
yeah, of
So
course. Yeah,
yeah
it's like we count from zero, like zero, then 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 3 months, 10 months, 12 months means 1 year, but they count from 1 year. Like you
yeah
you were born the day you were born, you're already 1 years old, and then after
yeah
that when we are 1 year old, they're already 2 years old, like that. So my age in um, the international age is 24, but in Korea, my age is 25. So even when I say that, well, that they ask me what's your age, I have to say the Korean age because otherwise they'll misunderstand. So I have to say that 25, 25. And I have said 25 so many times that in my mind, I already believe that I'm 25 and I feel old. And I feel more frustrated that I haven't done anything of such notice or notable in my life. So it's
Yeah,
it's a little bit
that's
weird
right.
feeling. What about you?
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
experienced
I
it?
also I also was shocked by hearing that when I just for the first time I worked in a Korean restaurant. So they asked about, so there is a Korean culture, so they when they first meet they will ask your name, and then second
Then
question will be what is
I
your
know,
age?
I know.
This
And
guys are
then
kind
there
of
is
weird.
and then there is a third question you probably have missed. I don't know. The third question is 여자친구 있어요? Do you have a
Yeah,
girlfriend?
yeah, that
They'll for
yeah, that
sure they'll ask it. I don't know why they're so interested in your romantic relationship or anything, but I think I have actually researched about it a little bit. I feel like they actually weigh you. Like they actually weigh you if you are like if you have a girlfriend, they actually tend to be more interested. Like, oh wow, you can actually mm, like pair bonds with others and everything. I think they actually try to. I don't know how to explain this, but I think they judge you on this. If you have a girlfriend or if you are single, they actually judge you. I felt it a lot of time.
whether you are a good communicator, a good
Right,
you
right,
can
exactly.
get
So
together more or not. They
right,
just like this.
yeah, right.
Uh, maybe yeah. This might be. But another thing that they are so curious about personal relationship with other. I don't know. I got a chance to work a lot of restaurateurs. They asked all the time, and they curious about, especially Muslim culture. We just when they say that, do you have girlfriend? I says no. Why you don't? You are smart or this. I just said I will get married very earlier, and they are totally shocked because because they tended to get married at the age of 35 or more. So
Yeah.
we get married early. So I just tell that I will get married probably within 1 or 2 years later. They are totally shocked about it because we are really young and get married early.
I don't really know who has actually pushed this mindset or brainwashed them to marrying very late because I see that most of them are not really happy with their marriage or people are divorced in their culture and also like oh yeah I have many i- I wouldn't say, well I wouldn't disclose personal informations but people I have met most of them not most of them but many of them are actually divorced or they actually dated for a long time, stayed together, didn't marry, and they're now not together, and they didn't marry. They have decided not to marry anymore. So there are many people like this in Korea. I
Yeah,
don't really know why they, and they're also actually um, like tend to late marry or not marry at all. They're not interested in marrying. Even the Japanese are the same. They actually don't want to marry. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. And it's a worldwide phenomenon right now because in America, they are also concerned about their next generations, but we don't have to, you know.
We, we don't have to worry because our production is always on and continuously on in my country. Because why? I think there is also a reason for this. Because well, in the era of our grandfathers, just imagine they don't have anything that would entertain them. Like no television, no radio, nothing. They have nothing to be, nothing to get entertained. The only thing they get dopamine or get entertained from is, you know, So, and there was no safety or protection system or anything. So it just happened. Like, for example,
I,
how many siblings are your father and your uncles? How many siblings
I
are there?
have we are four.
No, not you, like your father's.
My father's
How many brothers
seven.
and sisters are there? Seven, right? My,
Seven.
mine, my father's, my grandfather, he has married 4 times. He had 4 wives, first of all. And he had, from 2 wives, he didn't have any children. And then other 2 wives he has 10 children, like six sons and four, no, sorry, got it. ছয়টা দাদা, ছয় ভাই দুই বোন, sorry. So from my grandfather's side, he actually married 4 times and he had 4 wives. And from 2 wives, he didn't have any children. And from 2 wives, he has 6 sons and two daughters. So it's total 8. So I know that it has been changing. It has been, the number is being shortening over time, like over generation. Like, my grandfather's generation was a lot. The number was a lot, and my father's, we are only 3 siblings, and he said you're 4 siblings in total. So yeah, people are getting concerned, well concerned, and they're trying to take steps, family planning, and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
What is your plan? How many children do you want, my friend?
I want more, more than five.
Yeah,
I want really want more because it's kind of religious kind of thinking
no,
because
it's not really religious. Let me tell you, it is religious, but it is also right, because the most alpha man in this world, if you look at Elon Musk, if you look at Andrew Tate, people like them, like the leaders, are, if you consider them, like, they're also saying that they have understood the assignment of a man. The
mm,
assignment of a man is to produce and reproduce and to have children, have legacy, have something to leave behind, have their mark on this
that's right.
earth. Like, yeah, and I think children's are very good. Like, having children is probably the most special experience for a father, for a man, because we only live for purposes. If we don't have any purpose, we cannot actually have anything to hold on, have anything to live by. So I think that having children and having the capacity, or having the কি কয় রে ওটারে?
কি কোনটা
সুবিধাটারে কি কয়?
অ্যাডভান্টেজ
অ্যাডভান্টেজ না, আরেকটা আছে যে, আহ
সুবিধা হইতেছে ইয়া
আচ্ছা, বাদ। So having the, হয় না যে এটা আর কি আমার যে প্লেজার বা ওরকম কিছু একটা, যে আরে একদম সহজ আর পেটাই দিছে বুঝলা গেছে, যাই হোক।
আচ্ছা ইয়া মিলাই দে আই থিঙ্ক
Having the ability to nurture children, I think it's one of the best experience you can have in your life. So
yeah, that's right. That's true.
yeah, it's like
So
you
what
have
about you?
something you have something to save, you have something to protect, you have some meaning in your life to live by, you have someone who will love you no matter what. Yeah, because children, I think children are someone who will wants to have the best relationship with you, you know. I think
That's
so.
right.
For me, I also want, yeah, probably more than five. I don't know what God has written, inshallah, but I would want more. Like, yeah, but it also, I would be also considerable because it would also depend on the person whose body is also involved in it. So,
Yeah, that's right. But probably in the recent years we have less capacity to having more children. So and we're probably we became weak than before, and as you know, we our process is became artificial, not natural, because we have to take operations to get child born. So it
yeah,
it becomes less reproductive system, I guess.
yeah, I would probably, I would also agree with that. There are, I don't know if there are conspiracy theory or anything, but there are information on this available that uh, we are actually subjugated. Like, it was all planned to make us less masculine so that we can become the main men can become weak and we can reproduce less, and we lose the ability to create life on earth, you know. So, yeah, and everything is, as you said, everything is becoming artificial. Like, natural process is losing its odor. So, yeah, could be true.
Yeah, I also think so. The same. So, what's your plan for next day? Next day is coming. It's almost two
Well, I
o'clock.
think
We are making podcast
it's already 2 a.m. I think it's not I don't think the next day is coming. I think it has already come. So,
already. Yeah, so already
I
come.
only have like 4 hours. I only have like 4 hours to sleep, but if I close everything and I wash my face and I do a little bit, and if I sleep
By
after
the
that,
way, what's your night routine? Night screen routine?
my skin routine, I'll leave that for another day.
Okay, okay. I think it's enough for today. We're gonna talk later, more interesting. So
Thank you so
here's the
much.
part. Okay.
Bye.